UNCW on the wrong end of a 3-1 decision to Furman, snapping the Seahawks' brief 2-game win streak to open the season. Coach, just didn't get the run support that you needed today, and you got out to that early lead, and then Furman came back with a big inning late. What did you see from the dugout?
Yeah, I mean, we knew going into the game that Furman was a tough team and that we had to play our best to beat them. And it was a good game as we expected, and it was back and forth. And, you know, their kudos to their team and their pitcher for getting the job done. But we just didn't capitalize with runners in scoring position, and we had some people on and just weren't able to capitalize when they were on. And, you know, Peyton Eckert did a great job coming into relief to kind of shut it down, but a little bit too much damage was done at that point. But there were a lot of really good things that happened early in the game. The score could have been a whole lot bigger. There were a lot of really good defensive plays that happened to get us out of a bases loaded jam earlier too. And so there were really good spots within the game, even though we didn't end it in the outcome that we wanted.
Obviously, every game provides you with teaching moments, learning experiences, and this one's going to go down as a case of where you get the early lead and fall behind and aren't able to come back. What does your team learn from this experience in this opening weekend?
I think it's something we've talked about before, is just trying to manufacture some runs and not trying to do too much in the scenario. So when we did have runners on, I think we were trying to think of getting that big hit to bring everybody in, when all we really need to do is focus on just moving them over and playing at 60 feet at a time. So I think that's the biggest learning point from it, is not trying to do too much when you do face a good team and just trying to manufacture things when you can.
You've obviously now played one game a day for the first 3 days of this tournament. You're going to play your first 2-game day of the season. How does that kind of throw an adjustment to your team in terms of getting used to playing twice, especially a back-to-back situation?
I think that's what we're used to, and so I don't think that will be any challenge for us. And we have the pitching staff to get through a doubleheader, so I don't think that will be any challenge for us. It's probably easier in the sense that we have a much shorter day, because we've been sitting around for 12 hours in the day and then trying to get hyped at night. So I think actually it'll be a little bit easier to come out early in the day and get going right out of the gate.
Still at 2-1 on the season. It's still early, but what's your message to the team as you enter the final day of the weekend, looking to close out on a positive note?
So I told them it's not what happened, it's how we respond to it. So we have the choice of where we go mentally and how we respond to it tomorrow. And so we can still end the weekend 4-1, and that's a heck of a way to start the season. So that's just what we're looking at. And the message to the team going into tomorrow is that we still have the opportunity to end tomorrow 4-1, and just to focus on one game at a time and then play our game. And then we're going to come out of this weekend on the winning side.
Coach, thanks for the time. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.